Happy
Halloween!
Halloween!
Who can guess
Who's this?
what this is supposed to be? What is this?
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
With a beret.
With a beret. Are any of you dressing up this Halloween?
Yes.
Are any of you going trick or treating? Let us know in the comments. Say hello if you are here. Tell us if you can hear us and you can see us okay.
Give us a wave. Give us a wave.
Who is ready to do some painting today? Have you got your paint?
Yes, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Casper's ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so we are art sippers. Let's introduce ourselves.
Yes.
You're gonna have to take the mask off today.
Here he is. He's hiding. So, my name is Naughty.
Yes, and I'm Pitcher.
Together, we are NorteyPitcher of Art Sippers.
Yes.
We are going to create a masterpiece today, take you from zero to Picasso in
60 minutes.
60 minutes.
It's just over 60 minutes.
Just over 60. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make this
Woo!
a creation. You can create this. We think you can.
Spooky pumpkin. Have any of you made your own pumpkins? Carved your own pumpkins this year?
If you haven't, you can paint one with us right
paint
now.
one with us.
I think this is going to be something that you're going to keep for years and years.
You bring out every year.
Every year.
Put it outside
Halloween.
your house to tell people that
Exactly.
you get involved with Halloween.
Pumpkins aren't just for Halloween. They're for every single day of the year. That's what we think. And you're going to create this. It's a masterpiece.
All right, so we'll tell you the tools in a minute, but we are art sippers.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That means that we have a cheeky sip throughout the show. So we have our special bell called Belly.
Belly the bell.
And every time we press it, you have to have a cheeky sip.
Cheeky little sip. Are you sipping at home? What are you sipping with us?
We've got some turtle juice. Some turtle juice. So we're going to have a little sip. What it does, it gives you a moment to be calm and pause and reflect when you're doing your lovely spooky pumpkin. Because sometimes you're like, ooh, is this going good? Is this going bad? If you're not sure, have a sip.
Have a cheeky little sip every time you hear that bell. I'm going to quickly go through. You okay?
I gulped that. Sip. So you don't gulp it. Have a cheeky sip.
I think this is to come on now.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go through the tools.
Okay, what we got?
So we have 3 paintbrushes. We're going for one big paintbrush, big flat paintbrush. It's like a flat shader. Grab your biggest brush out of your pack. It has a flat bit there. This is used for the background, areas of the background, maybe even some parts of the pumpkin. Medium brush. So this is your medium-sized brush. This has also got a flat edge to it. That's going to be good for some of the sharper kind of edges, like on the mouth here. We're doing the mouth and the eyes. So we've got our flat shader there. And then a small brush. This is for smaller details. Maybe like the little crack here where you've carved it open. Maybe the nose, the outline around the mouth. And maybe the parts of the ribs of the pumpkin there. Small brush.
Your baby brush.
Pencil and rubber. Your little eraser. This is to sketch out your work. We are actually going to sketch this today. This isn't a paint by numbers. You're sketching it. Paper towel.
Oh, yes.
That's to wipe off your paint, off your paintbrush when you need to clean it. Paints. We're going to be using acrylic paints today. You can use different paints if you've got poster paints, if you've got watercolors, oils. If you've got colouring pens, you might want to use them too, or pencils.
Yeah, what are you little sippers using?
Might be slightly different though. So if you are using a different paint medium to me, then it might be slightly different process. So just be careful of that. I'll be teaching acrylics. I've got lots of paint in my nails.
It happens. It does happen.
Okay, we're going to point with this one. So this is a white, titanium white. Then we have like a lemon yellow. We have orange, like a cadmium orange, normal orange. Red, crimson red, or like a deep magenta. Phthalo blue.
You love a bit of phthalo.
Dark phthalo blue. Sap green or grass green. Burnt umber. brown, and black. These are the colours. They're running everywhere.
They are running. They're running away.
They're running
They're
everywhere.
spooked. I think they're a little bit spooked from Halloween.
They are spooky ones. All right, so we've got these paints and we also have tap water.
Oh yes, we have tap water.
Disclaimer.
Yes, big disclaimer. Because we're going to be doing some sipping. Yes, where's my sip?
You don't want to.
You don't want to accidentally do that. That's going to be a nightmare. You want to be sipping on your sip, your cheeky sip, not your paint juice. So put them on separate sides of the table. So when we press belly to bell, you check the right sip.
The tasty one. And try not to pop your paintbrush in your drink as well.
Yes.
That does happen. Sometimes you get in the painting zone and you go like that and you're like, oh no, I've ruined my drink.
And then you've wasted your cheeky sip. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Okay, so they're the paints. We also have a little competition today where we're giving away a prize.
Do we?
Naughty, what do we got?
Okay, so throughout the show, I'm going to be telling you some trick or treat dad jokes. And I want you guys to guess them in the comments. So, if you can guess them correctly in the comments, which is over there, got it right this time, you will get yourself into my hat. And at the end of the show, I'm going to put out a winner and you can win a prize. It's going to be one of our special prizes today. It's our Art Sippers tote bag. Can you see this? Can you see this? This is what you can win. That's up for grabs. All you got to do is guess correctly my dad jokes, my trick or treat jokes, Halloween spooky ones, or make me laugh with a dad joke, a Halloween joke of your own. If you can do that, you're going to get in with a chance to win the prize. I think that's fair, right?
That's good.
You got to be in it to win it. Prizes
Make naughty laugh.
for people to get involved. Pass you back to Sipper, and she'll tell you. I said Sipper. I meant Pitcher. Tell us our one rule for Art Sippers.
We do have one rule at Art Sippers. It's one rule that we take quite seriously, and that is no judgment. So this is a no judgment zone. That kind of means that if you're painting at home with siblings or your parents or your guardians, no laughing at their work, no judging their work. But mainly, no harsh judgment of your own work. So do not be hard on yourself today.
This is not the time to spook yourself out. You need to be calm and serene. This is
just
part of a play, right?
Yeah.
Have a play with Art Sippers.
So try not to be too hard on yourself. If you do feel like you're being quite hard on yourself and getting annoyed with your painting, just put it down for a while. You can always play this back. It's on YouTube.
That's so true.
So you can just play it back another time. So you can just maybe watch the rest and get involved with the dad jokes and then come back to it later.
That's a good little tip. Little sip tip.
Little sip tip. Right.
So before we get into the art, I want you guys to feel relaxed and calm, just like Pitcher said. So to do that, we're going to do spooky hands. Give me some spooky hands, everyone. Hands out. Give me some spooky hands. I want you to raise them up in the air and take a deep inhale. And boom! Blow it out. Blow it out. Blow all that oxygen out. It makes you feel good. And let's do it again. So breathe it in. Raise it up. And boom! Let all that air out. It's like a nice breathing exercise. Ready? Ready? Let's do it again. One more time. Breathe it in. Boom!
Wow.
It makes you feel nice and loosey-goosey, and it gets you ready to create. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, everyone. We got hello, Susanna. Hello.
Oh, it's Izzy. Hi, Izzy.
Hello,
How are
Izzy.
you,
Hello, Izzy.
Oh, good to see you. All right. So we're going to start with our pencil. And we're going to start with a blank canvas. So you might have a canvas, you might have a canvas board, you might have a piece of paper, a piece of cardboard. Start with something blank, and we're going to do the shape of the pumpkin. It's going to be a squashed circle, okay? So that's what we're going for. So instead of like a perfectly round circle, we're going to get a squashed circle. And it is going to take up most of our canvas. We're going to leave a little bit of space for this kind of glow that we've got here, halo glow of light in the kind of dark night. And a tiny bit of space at the top for the stem. But let's start with that big squashed circle.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to start at the top, leaving a little bit of a gap here. And I'm going to do a very gentle circle. So don't do this hard. Do this gently.
So really gently, nice and soft. You don't want to go really hard on this. Why is that though, Pitcher?
Because this is just a grid circle. We're going to actually sketch out the pumpkin properly in a minute. This is just to help us get an idea of the shape I'm going to do it a bit darker so you guys can see at home. Overlapped a bit there. Can you see how big it is? I'm actually going
That's
a little
quite a big
bit.
one.
I'm going a bit bigger than the one I did earlier.
Would you say they should go for a big one or a small pumpkin?
You might want to go small, and then you might want to do more.
Ooh.
It's up to you. I'm going a little bit bigger, taking up most of the canvas right now. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a circle just for the top of the stem here. Just at the top of the big squashed circle. So it's going to be around here. Okay, so do a little squashed circle again here. Okay.
Oh, it looks like Izzy's got a joke.
Oh!
I'm loving this.
What is it?
Izzy, I'm loving this. What have you got? What have you got? What have you got? Izzy's going for, what is a ghost's favourite fruit? Can anyone guess? I think I know this one. I think I'm going to... Should I go for it?
Favorite. You know it?
I think I might know this
Go on,
one.
guess it.
Is it a nectarine?
Ooh.
Is it a nectarine?
A ghost's favourite fruit.
Let me know,
Could
Izzy.
be.
Let me know. Am I right? I'm excited. I'm excited to see. Wow, I'm so excited.
Okay, so we've got our stem. This is going to be the starting point for our ribs. So ribs, these are the bumpy bits on a pumpkin. So that's what we call it. Oh, you got it wrong, Naughty.
Oh,
It's not a nectarine.
Oh, no.
Have another thing.
Can I have a little thing?
We're going to do the ribs. So the ribs are the bumpy parts of the pumpkin. Can you see how it's bumping out a little bit around there? It goes deeper into the pumpkin here. It gets a bit darker, but it bounces out. We're going to do these now. So we're going to start at the top of this stem, and we're going to do this first rib, which is this big kind of U shape here. Goes down, round, and then back up to the squash circle that we did in the middle. Let's give that a go. So we're going to do this big U shape. It's going to come down. It's going to come down to our circle. It's going to curve round, and then it's going to come back up. So let's start over here. So you can put your pencil here. We're doing this big U shape, so we're going down, curving round. As soon as we get to our circle,
oh, we loop it round.
We kind of curve it round with the circle. And then we're going up again, and big U.
It is a massive U.
Going in a little bit more at the top, though. Squeezing in, the big U that squeezes in at the top.
Okay, I think I've got Izzy's joke. I'm going to go for another one.
Go
Izzy, is it, they said, what is a ghost's favourite fruit?
Ooh.
Blood orange?
Oh.
Blood orange. I'm going for blood orange. I'm going strong
Ghosts
now.
don't like blood.
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
more of a vampire's
That's so
favourite
true.
fruit.
Izzy, you stumped me. What is it?
Hard
Come
one,
on.
Izzy. Ghosts.
What do you
Boo. Is any kind of faint fruit starting with boo?
I can't think of any.
What do
Go
they
on,
do?
Pitcher, you go for it. What do you do? Throw a guess out there.
I don't know. It's hard.
She stumped us.
Okay, so we did our first rib. We're going to do the next one now. It's actually from the side of the circle, and it's curving round. Instead of a U, it's a bit more like a C. So a big C shape. And it's coming down to the bottom of that circle that we did, the outside circle. And then it's just bumping in a little bit. Can you see this little bump? We're going to try that. So start from the side of the circle, our squashed circle in the middle. And we're going to do a big C shape going out like that. As soon as we touch that outside circle, we want to follow it round. And then we're just going to bump in just a tiny bit there. Can you see that? I just went up a little bit. Bump. So it's got almost like a little upside down.
I was like tucks in just a little bit.
Yeah. It's not the blood orange. Oh, banana.
Oh, I like that. I like that. It's a banana.
Getting there. Getting there.
I was never going to get that. Well done. Do you know what? Izzy, you might put your name on the board because I think that's a good joke.
Well
I like
done,
it a lot.
Izzy. If there's any kids joining and they can't see the chat, you might need to log into YouTube to get involved in the questions. Make sure you ask your parents and your
Have you
guardian.
got a better joke than Izzy? Throw it out there.
Okay, we're going to do another curved line, and it's going to come just up here, and it's going to do the same thing. You're going to go out like this to the circle, follow the circle round all the way down, and then we're just going to bump in again. Bump. So just right at the end there, just go boop.
I like that.
Come
I
in.
made that little noise as well. Boop.
Whoop. Same up here. We're going to start from the top of the circle. We're going to curve round to the circle, the outside circle, come down, and then boop. It's the tiny bit.
So it's little sippers. If you are struggling to get that shape, do you know what you need to do? It's a really, really important thing. You need to have a cheeky sip. Yes, take a break. Relax, loosen up a little bit. We're trying to get that perfect pumpkin. You can't be tense when you're doing that. So have a cheeky sip. Come on, I'll do one too.
It's nice, isn't it? Tropical lemonade.
It's tasty, right? I like that.
Very nice. Okay, our pumpkin's looking a bit like a ball, a beach ball right
Oh, it
now.
is looking like a beach ball, isn't it?
We're going to do the other side now, the ribs on the other side. So you know how we did that C shape? We're going to do a backwards C shape now. So backwards. We're going to start near the side of the circle, go outwards, big like a C. Oh, try and keep it going round. Go down to the circle, follow it round, and then just curve in just a tiny bit. Boop. I went a bit flat there, so I just need to curve that round a bit more. And again, so round about here, go curve out to the circle, follow it round, and then just right near the end, just keep it in. Last one, maybe up here, curve it round. And then last one, I said last one twice.
She said last one twice. Have you been sipping too
The
much?
last C shape, but this one is not, this is different. Just curve it round a little bit like that. Can you see that? So you just go and listen that a little bit there.
I like that. I like that a lot. We've got a nice little shape.
We've got our pumpkin shape now, but what we need to do is rub out that little bit of that circle. Remember we did that outside circle?
Yes.
You know how we came in, just nipped it in a little bit? We need to rub out that outside circle in these areas. We will be painting it anyway. It's always good to just get rid of it in case your paint is light and you see that pencil mark. There we go.
While you're rubbing it out, I think I've got a dad joke to tell them.
Go on.
I think it's a good one. I'm going to see if you guys can get this one. Are you ready?
Go on.
Can you sippers tell me what is a mummy's, not daddy and mummy, a mummy, an Egyptian mummy, what is a mummy's favourite music? Think about it. Don't overthink. It's easier than you think. You can't get it. I'm going to give you a little hint later. But what is a mummy's favourite music?
Okay. Doesn't look like a pumpkin just yet. Let's do the stem. This bit here, the stalky bit. You know our squash circle? We're actually going to go to the edge of our squash circle and do this kind of banana shape here. It curves slightly round. So let's do that. So start from the edge of your circle, right on the edge. Go up and then curve round. Like a hook. And we're going to do that the other side. We're going to go up from the other side of the circle and then follow it round and then just join it up.
Again, man. And it's good because once you do this one time, you can do it many times. You can always create your own pumpkin. Anytime you're feeling like getting a bit spooky, you can create your very own pumpkin.
Yeah, you can. It's quite easy to do once you've got that idea. Do the squash circle, do a little circle, and then just do all these curved lines going outwards to the circle that you originally did. And just nip it in at the bottom so you get that bump effect.
So if you want to do some small ones, do exactly the same thing, but just a little bit smaller.
Like that. You might want to do quite a few on your little page that you've got there, or your canvas. So I'm rubbing that little bit of the pumpkin out so we can see our stalk properly. And then we're going to do the eyes. You can carve your pumpkin however you like. So if you want to do a different design, you totally can. I'm going to do these triangular eyes with a little triangular glint in them. Tiny little triangle nose. And then I'll show you how to do the smile. So as I said, you might want to do an angry pumpkin, or you might want to do a scary, very scary.
Yours is quite scary. It's got a kind of
little bit of a
face. It's a bit spooky.
Yeah,
How spooky are you going to make yours at home?
Okay, let's do our triangles. Maybe around about here, one here. Big triangle here. And then maybe a big triangle here. Then a little one in the middle. And then I'm just going to do a big smiley face to start with.
A little happy pumpkin to start off with.
So a big smiley. So this could be just a happy pumpkin if you wanted a happy pumpkin. But if you can see, I've got these kind of teethy effect here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over in this corner. I'm going to come down. I'm going to do that first tooth here. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to do a little goofy tooth there. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to do another one. And then I'm going to do another one. And then come up to the smile.
I like that.
Then I'm going to come down. I'm going to go past that tooth. I'm going to do one in between these teeth here. Coming down past this tooth. In between here, I'm going to do another tooth. And then I'm going to go all the way up.
I think that pumpkin needs to see a dentist, personally. Don't you think so?
Definitely. There you go. And then if you want to do the two little bits in the eye, just go like that. Do a little V shape in the eye. Like that. And I've got my scary, spooky pumpkin. Now you can rub that little bit out there, because that bit's going to need to be orange. And so is that bit there. See? And you can rub out the bit of the mouth where the teeth are too, because them bits are going to be orange too.
It looks like a nice little scary pumpkin so far. We haven't even done the painting.
We'll get on with the painting in a second. It's the next thing to do. There you go. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds to do that, and then we'll get on with the painting.
So while you're doing those last finishing touches, I think you all deserve a little cheeky sip. Well done for doing those sketches. And I'm going to see who has got the first answer right. So I threw out 2 sippers. I wanted to know, what is a mummy's favourite music? I thought it might be hard, but obviously not for our sippers. The answer was rap music.
Yay.
Rap, like mums like to get raps, you know what I'm talking about. Well done, Izzy. You are on the board.
On the board. Okay, let's have a look at our pumpkin. I'm going to put my pencil away now. We don't need that anymore. We are going to mix up 3 shades of orange. We're going to make a dark
You
orange.
say 3 shades?
3, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
So 3 different shades of orange. We've got a dark orange. We've got a medium orange, and then we've got a light orange. Can you see the yellowy orange here? It's a yellowy kind of orange here, medium, so mid-tone orange. And then the shadows, which are the darker parts of the pumpkin, are going to be in this dark kind of, you see that dark orange. So dark orange for the shadows, slowly gets a little bit lighter, and then orange for the top. So you've got a little bit of a light source coming from up here, hitting the top of the pumpkin, lighten it up a little bit. making it a little bit of a light orange. And then underneath where the light's not hitting it, it's a little bit darker. So we're going to mix up 3 different oranges, and then we're going to go in and start blending them onto that orange.
Let's do it.
So grab your medium brush for me. Now, orange is a secondary colour. So
What does that mean?
What we do is we have primary colours, yellow, red and blue. They're our primary colours. And you can't actually make a red or make a yellow. They're just the base colour that we start with. But we can make an orange. You can make your own orange by mixing red and yellow together. If you mix them 2 together, you get orange. If you mix the primary colours yellow and blue together, you get green. If you mix red and blue together, you get purple. So when you mix your primary colours together, you get secondary colours. So orange is a secondary colour. And what we're going to do is we're going to make these 3 different colours of orange. But if you add red, see this red here?
I see it.
If you add red to orange, you get a dark orange. If you add yellow to orange, you get a lighter orange. So this is what we're going to use. We're going to be using red and yellow to lighten up our orange, because we want a dark orange like this. We want a medium orange, and we want quite a yellowy orange. Let's play around with that. Medium orange.
Let's play around. That's what we're all about play today, aren't
Have you got another joke for us?
Shall I go in for one?
Yeah, I think these guys are quite quick.
Okay. Are you ready, guys? This, for me, is one of my favourites. I'm going to have to do a little move for this one.
Little move.
Little move. You ready? So, can you tell me, oh, I've lost it now. Can you tell me which Halloween creature is the best dancer? The best dancer. Which Halloween creature has the best moves? Can you tell me? Think about it.
That's a hard one.
I think you can get this.
Let's make that dark orange. So you want to make a dark orange. What do we add? We add red. So I'm going to take some orange. We've already got orange there, so we can just add red to it to make it darker. So take some orange to the side, and then we want to mix some red in there. Not too much. We want it to be a dark orange. Can you see how already that's a dark orange? It's darker than what it was. Now make sure you've got enough, because we need to do our shadows. So if you need to make a little bit more, do. If you wanted it darker, you can always add a bit of black or even touch of blue or brown. Darker colours will make it darker. I might add a touch of brown in here. Just a tiny bit of brown, and there you go. You've got a darker orange there. So it's going almost browny. But that's going to be good for the shaded areas, the shadow areas of our pumpkin. So take some orange, put a little bit of red in there, and then a tiny touch of brown. And you've got this dark orangey brown here, which is going to be our shadows.
The shadows.
The shadows, which is just in between the pumpkin here underneath.
Is anyone scared of shadows? Anyone scared of the dark? I always used to be scared of the dark. Maybe I still am.
When you're by yourself, it can be hard. It's quite scary, isn't it? When you're by yourself and you hear something in your house.
Someone goes bump in the night, like, ooh, what's that?
It's just something.
Probably the cat. You got loads of cats that wander around.
Something just falling off your shelf from the wind. Right, wash your brush. So paint the bottom of your cup. I've got paint all over me.
Oh, it happens. Have you got paint all over you? We need to make sure that you all have some baby wipes. If you have any near, grab them, because these are going to help if you get any paint on your fingers or any paint on your artwork that you want to get rid of before the paint dries. Baby wipes are your friend.
Okay, we're going to make a medium orange now. We can just kind of use this orange. I still like this is a little bit too dark. So take some of this orange to the side. Put it next to your last one. And we're going to take some yellow and mix it in there. This should lighten it up ever so slightly to make a medium orange. I might add a little bit more yellow. So we've got a dark orange, a medium orange, and then we're going to go for a really yellowy orange. Very light orange.
So that's 2 colours so far.
Yeah. Make sure you have enough of it. When you're mixing, try and mix in a small area. So don't go too big on your palette. Mix in a small little area like this. Try and mix it all together. Fold it in like that. Get the side of your brush off and mix it together. When you've done that, wash your brush. We're going to start again with the next. And we're going to be working quite fast because what we're doing is we're blending the colours together a little bit. So we want to work with their wet. We want to work quite fast. That's why we're mixing the colours first. Okay, got my clean brush. I wiped it on my paper towel. So it's all clean. All right. And we're going to make our light one. Now we're actually going to take yellow to the side first because there's so much yellow in it. We want to take some yellow to the side first. And then we're going to put a small amount.
How much is a small amount? Can you say small? But how small? Talking about
Just
the pea size?
Tiny little bit. Just dab your brush in the orange, just a tiny bit. And then, can you see how straight away?
Yeah,
it's quite dark. Orange is quite dark with the yellow. Yellow is very, very light. So can you see how these are all different shades? You've got it's maybe a little bit more in this one here, not too much more. So this looks like an off yellow, really.
Yeah, it does, really. Almost like a mustardy colour.
Yeah. Still a little bit, obviously darker than the yellow. So it's a light orange, medium orange, and then a reddy dark orange. Once we've got them 3 colours, we're going to work with doing the ribs. Wash your brush. And we'll start with that lovely pumpkin. Now, we are going to paint over our mouth.
Ooh.
That's because we don't want it to ruin the flow of our pumpkin rib. We want to get a nice good blend on it. But you might be able to see this mouth. So if you did your pencil gently for the mouth and for the eyes and the nose, maybe just go over it with pencil real quick. Make sure that it's a little bit darker for the eyes so that we can see it through our paint. You might completely lose it, and that's okay because we can just paint it in again. So if you want to go over your mouth with your pencil, you can.
Just to make it a bit more
solid, so you can see it.
That's good, solid.
And we're going to do the ribs next. We'll start with one rib, and then what we need to do is basically copy it over and over again. So can you see the dark orange is at the bottom? And it's also at the sides, down the ribs. Can you see that down the middle of the ribs there?
Oh, I can see that.
So we've got that dark orange here, up, maybe a little bit at the top here. And then we've got the medium orange, kind of in the middle. And then you've got the yellow orange right at the top, maybe a little bit down the left-hand side. So this is what we're going to be painting next. We're going to work quite fast, so we blend it quite nicely. And you want to use quite a bit of paint.
Okay. Before you do that, you're going to tell me what the answer is. I asked you what creature has the best moves, best dance moves. Ooh. I thought this was quite hard, and I think I was right. The answer was the Boogeyman.
Ah, that's good.
No, but that's all right. It's all right. That was a hard one. I'll give you another one in a second. Get your thinking caps on.
Okay, so grab your small brush for me. We're just going to do a little bit of that dark colour with this small brush to get it slightly wet. Tap off the excess water, dab it on the paper towel. We're going to go in with our dark orange. Little bit on your brush. And we're going to go down the side. Do you remember when we said about the sides?
Oh, you did, yeah. So is this the small brush down the sides for the ribs?
Yes.
Nice.
So down the side, like this. Where that pencil, remember we did the pencil? Yep, and then we're going to go round the bottom. Said I'm working quite fast so we can blend it quite quickly. Here we go. All the way up. And then up this side here. All the way to the top. And then just a little bit here. Gonna make the little bit at the bottom just a little bit thicker.
As he said, that's hard, that joke. I told you, I'm making them harder because you guys are really good at these dad jokes. And remember, if you've got any dad jokes, throw them out to me. I want to have a laugh. Not only do I want to laugh, Pitcher wants to have a laugh.
do.
Not only Pitcher, the rest of the Little Sippers family wants to have a laugh. So throw them out there if you have any dad jokes, trick-or-treat jokes, Halloween jokes. We want to laugh.
Now grab your medium brush and then use your medium orange. So get your medium brush, use your medium orange. And what we're going to do is we're just going to overlap this line just a little bit with this orange. Can you see that? Going round that line, oh, very close to that line there. Overlapping it ever so slightly. And then go around the outside here. So you're just doing the outside like that. And at the top here. So you're doing the whole thing again, just kind of going around the outside this time. Go over your red ever so slightly because that will blend it quite nicely. And then what we're going to do is we're going to paint the bottom part of this orange, the medium orange. Like that. And the top part, we're going to use the light orange. I'm not going to wash my brush. I'm just going to pick up a little bit, work quite fast, and then put the yellow at the top.
Oh, like Pitcher said, you've got to work fast. But why do you have to work fast in this one, Pitcher?
Because it blends together quite nicely.
Okay.
So when the paint's wet, it blends quite nicely.
So mix and blend, my friends. Mix and blend.
So put some of that yellow at the top. And then the darker orange at the bottom. And then overlap them like this. Overlap. When you overlap them, they'll blend. And you'll get that structured rib. So they look a little bit more 3D rather than flat.
It does look 3D, doesn't it?
Yeah. Go down, going up and down.
It's got that kind of rounded kind of look.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it looks like it goes light in the middle a little bit and at the top, and then it goes a little bit darker. And if you need to add more yellow at the top, if it's gone a bit too orange, you can just add a little bit more yellow at the top, but we can do that afterwards anyway because it's all blended.
Oh, we got another joke from Izzy. Izzy's going in today. I love it. Okay, let's see if we can get this. What do you call two witches sharing an apartment? Oh, you said that mine were hard. This is really hard. I have to think about this. Can any of you little sippers guess this one? What do you call two witches sharing an apartment? And have a cheeky sip while you're thinking about it.
Very hard.
Very hard, right?
I have no idea. Okay, we're going to do the same thing now for the next one here. So we want to go down with the small brush. We want to use our dark reddy orange. And then you want to come down here. Coming all the way down the side. Working as fast as you can so it stays wet so that you can blend it. Coming around here. The bottom, remember you can do the bottom a little bit thicker with this colour because it's a bit more shaded, so you can make this a bit bigger.
So keep on that shading, and you got to work fast as the picture said.
Very careful around on your pencil line. Okay, and when you've done that, what we're doing orange all the way round. with our medium brush. So the mid orange, the medium orange, you want to go all the way around like this. Go around the orange. Go around the orange, around the red there. You want to do it down the sides here. This already had red this side, so you didn't have to do that side. You want to do the orange around this side. Like that. There we go. We want to wash our brush.
And every time you have a dip, what have you got to do? Have a cheeky sip.
And then remember we did the medium orange at the bottom and the yellow at the top. So go for medium orange at the bottom. About halfway.
I just can't let you go.
When you're having fun, time flies.
You can wash your brush if you want to. You don't have to. And then you put the yellow at the top, all the way down.
Has anyone guessed Izzy's joke yet? What do you call two witches sharing an apartment?
Do you know it?
Izzy, I can't think.
I was thinking like flatmates, house share. How many? Hatmates.
Go on, was it Hatmates?
Hatmates?
Hatmates. That's a good one.
Hatmates.
Oh, Hatmates. Do they wear their long hats?
They wear their hats.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I can't think of anything. You stumped me.
The Hatmates. I think I got it. That's a good one. And you know what to do. We keep doing that. So go with the red. Roommates!
Oh, I like that.
Oh, there we
like
go. That
that.
makes better
Yeah,
sense.
that's good. That's good.
Like roommates.
You were close with Hatmates. You were close. Well done, Izzy. You got some good ones today. And while you're doing these extra ones, because you now know how to do it, this should be half the time, right?
Yeah, you just keep going. You keep going all the way around. So you do the red. Do red at the top and around. You do a little bit thicker at the bottom, as I said. You don't need to do it around this side because we've already done that side. Remember, we did it on that pencil line.
That makes sense.
Then you have to do orange all the way around. And then you do yellow and orange.
Okay, so I'm going to throw it out to you guys. Can you give me this answer? What is a vampire's least favorite food? Not most favorite, the least favorite. For a vampire. All those together, give me the answer. Think about it. You can get this one. Least favorite food of a vampire.
It's quite hard.
Yeah, it's quite hard, right? But they can get this. We got smart little sippers in the room. Remember, we always want to see your creations. So once you finish this, make sure you pop them into the Little Sippers Club.
Facebook group.
It's a Facebook group, right?
Yeah. There we go. We want yellow at the top.
I popped the banner on the bottom of the screen so they can all see it now.
Oh, good. Then orange.
That's it. It's the Art Sippers Kids Club on Facebook. We love seeing your creations. If you're doing anything creative, you've done anything creative over the, I think it's been a bit of a half term, right?
Yeah, it's been half term.
Yeah, so if you've done anything over the half term, send it in. We want to see that too.
Go. How fast are you going? Are you doing more than me?
And there's always some fast sippers,
There's
right?
always someone fast. Okay. If you're watching this back and it's not Halloween, you can still get involved with the competition, but you
First
can't
off, what was you doing not
win.
watching us? What was you not watching us live? You missed out on a great show. But yes, if you are watching us back, you can get involved, but you just can't win the prize.
There we go. There we go. There we go, and put a little bit more at the bottom.
Keep me waiting, keep me guessing. I know you can blow my mind. I'm clear-headed, so
Then
greedy.
we go around with the orange.
Feels like I'm high. They say less is more is true. Only one I need
All the way
is
round.
you. I just wanna give my best. I'm sorry if I failed with that. Could it be love? 'Cause we can do it.
Still see our face.
Yeah, you can still see it. That's awesome. So that means that you've been putting it on a little bit harder than that pencil.
Yeah. Exactly that. There we go. Overlap your red a little bit. The dark orange. How's yours going on at home? Then remember yellow at the top. I've nearly run out of my yellow, so I need to make some more. Remember, I took some of that yellow and then the smallest amount of orange, so it went to this really light orange. Put that at the top. It does go darker because it blends with the other colours.
Yeah, I really like that. It's like a gradient effect, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you go all the way halfway down that strip, I'm going to go halfway down, and then you want to do the orange from the bottom up. Now, if your paint is wet, you can kind of go over it like that, and it'll blend. When we say blend, that just kind of means the two colours merging to create a smooth effect.
I like that.
So we put the orange here. Remember to overlap them, so you go over the top like that, so it blends nicely.
It's seamless, right? It just kind of goes right together, and those two colours become one. I like that.
Yeah. Get that yellow again. Now this is a hard painting if you are, I would say, probably under the age of 10. It's a difficult one.
Would you say that? It's quite a hard one.
It's quite an adult painting, really.
We always test you, little sippers. We always do. We don't give you easy ones. We give you adult level paintings to do.
Yeah.
Why is that, Picture? Why do we do that?
Because we think they can do it.
Of course you can. We believe everyone can create a masterpiece. It doesn't matter what age you are, you can create. Everyone tells us, I can't paint. I can't paint. But then we give them an artwork, we give them a really difficult one, and then they always knock it out the park. So we believe everyone can. It's just a bit of practice.
Go. Same thing again. I'm running out of the orange, the medium orange. Remember how we made that?
Yes.
Orange and yellow mixed together.
Is any of you little siblings going to be going trick or treating this Halloween? Or anyone going to be doing some carving of some pumpkins?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do some carving of some pumpkins. I don't think I've ever done any carvings of some pumpkins.
No.
I think I need to. I don't know what to start with. How do you do it? But either way, if you are carving some pumpkins, send those photos into the Art Siblings Kids Club. We want to see your creations, because that's getting creative too.
Or your outfits.
All
if you've
your
got,
outfits.
Yeah.
We're going to go as this year. What are we going to go as? We're going to go trick or treating? Are we allowed?
I'm actually going to give some sweets out to this year, I think. But I like seeing everybody's outfits. We've already dressed up on Friday, didn't we?
It's true, we did.
So this year we'll wait for the trick-or-treaters.
We're going to spoil them with lots of treats.
Yes. What should we get? What should we get for everybody? Chocolate, sweets. Should we give all of our fruit away?
Give them a big apple with a worm in it.
Lots
Why
of
not?
apples.
That'll give them a trick.
Give them tricks instead.
Give them tricks. Why not?
Nearly there with our pumpkin. How are you guys getting on?
How's it all going at home? It's a nice way to spend a Sunday afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm. Getting creative, de-stress, concentrate on something and something to be proud of at the end of it.
100%. If you're joining this, I think we're going to be doing a family event one in December, right?
Yeah, Christmas time.
So for Christmas, December the 21st, we're going to be doing a family art civics experience. So join us. It's going to be 4 days before the big Christmas.
It's a little bit later. Might be a little bit past your bedtime,
So
but
you have to ask mummies and daddies, can you stay up a little bit later?
Do a Christmas one with us. So I'm going around again, all the way around. Remember how we did orange at the bottom, halfway. Wash your brush if you want.
And every time you have a little dip, what have you got to do? A cheeky little sip of some turtle juice.
Tip, tip.
Tastes so good.
Yellow at the top. Blends in. If the paint is still wet and you're working fast, just overlap it a little bit.
I think someone is on fire today. And everyone else is being shy. Don't be shy. If you got an answer, shout it out. But I'm going to throw it out to you guys. I asked you a question. It was, what's a vampire's least favorite meal? Did you get it? If you did, why didn't you tell me? Shout it out right in the comments. The answer I was looking for was, of course, steak. No vampire wants a steak. That's not what they need in their life. That's the opposite thing. So that is their least favorite food. Did you get it right? Someone got it right and wrote it down. It was you. It was you, Izzy. Well done. Izzy, you're smashing it today.
I'm going to do the last ones over here. I'm actually going to do 2 of them at the same time because they're very small. So I'm going around the stem. Put it out with a little bit of that orange. If your medium brush is too big for you at this point, you can just go down to your small brush and use your small brush. Because it is a very small area. There you go.
Well, we're getting there. We've only got one more section to go on that pumpkin.
There we go.
Oh, I love that.
I've gone into this stalk a little bit, but that's okay because I can paint that dark in a minute. And if you want to, you can go in and add a little bit more yellow to the top. Just the top of the pumpkin here. Use your medium brush, maybe a bit better. Add a little bit of that light orange, yellow to the top. Going to make it stand out a little bit more. Just get a bit more of that yellow. Mine's drying. Yellow and a tiny touch of orange.
Do you know what we're doing today?
What are we doing?
We are carving out some Halloween fun.
Yay!
Hope you guys are having some fun with us today. We love doing this for you. We love bringing art sippers kids. We think that everyone can be creative. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't, does it?
Not at all. It can be any age.
Any age. Any age.
There we go. Coming together. Good thing is when you're creating, you don't really think of much else and you're really concentrating on what you're doing in front of you. So if you've got a little sister who's annoyed you today,
Or brother.
or a brother,
I had brothers and sisters, and I think it was my brothers that were annoying me more.
you can just escape, do some painting, helps you calm down a little bit, and then you can go back and forgive each other.
And you got a present to give them as well.
Yeah, and give them your artwork. Okay, so there we have it. We have done the main skin of the pumpkin.
I like that. Main skin, and you have to have a cheeky sip. So just see how far you've come. You've created the outside layer, the skin of the pumpkin. Let's get this party pumpkin.
Okay, so we're going to leave this bit for now. We're going to do the eyes and nose and mouth in a minute. We're going to do this part. Oh, this part first, the stem. When this is dried, we will get onto that. So let's do the stem. Take your medium brush. The stem is usually greeny, kind of brown colour. So we're going to mix some green and brown together. So wash your brush, make sure it's very clean. Actually, we're not going to do the stem first, because we're going to do this nice gradient effect around here. And if we've got the stem, sometimes that can be quite annoying. So we're going to do the background first, then we'll do the stem, and then we can do the eyes, and then we can do the stem last. I've changed my mind, because like with the eyes, if we did the eyes first, we wouldn't have got that smooth kind of technique through blending. So if we do the background, it's actually quite hard to go around the stem. So let's do this background. Can you see this background? It's kind of blues, light blues going to dark blues. So we've got light blue going to dark blue. Bit like the pumpkin, when we've got dark bits going to light, we've got light blues going to dark. So we're going to do two different blues, a light blue and then dark blue. So take some white to the side, like this, and mix some of your phthalo blue in there. And this is going to be a light blue. So don't put too much blue in there, because you want it quite light. So you can even take some more white. We need to make quite a lot of this, because there's a lot of background to cover. If you want it a little bit greeny blue, you can add a touch of yellow in there. That will go, it will go just a little bit warmer. Which, because you've got the pumpkin there and it's quite warm, you might want that. So a tiny bit of yellow in there. Okay. Make as much as you need of that blue. So white and blue and a touch of yellow. And then we're going to make our darker blue. Bit more yellow. Okay, when you're finished, give your brush a wash.
You know you should be sipping. If you are sipping, you can't be sipping. Well, I've got an artifact for you guys. I've got an artifact. So, if you are carving your pumpkin, you might notice, you might have seen the seeds inside pumpkins. But can you tell me, how many seeds does an average pumpkin contain? How many? Did you count them all when you're taking them out? Tell me, how many seeds does an average pumpkin contain? If you know it, shout it out. If you don't, shout out a number. You'll be in it to win it. Good prizes on the grabs.
There's our light blue. Let's make our dark blue. So I'm going to take some blue to the side here. We're just going to pop a little bit of black in there. Not too much black because black's very dark. Just a little bit of black. We need to make quite a bit of this up as well. There we go. And it's time to put this on the background. Wash your brush completely. Using your medium brush, we're going to go around the pumpkin with the light blue. You can be quite careful. Right near the edge, you want to be quite gentle with it. Go right to the edge. Like this. Go round. All the way around your pumpkin. I used to love going trick-or-treating.
Did you get some good stuff?
I did. I used to get some good bits.
What was the best thing you ever got?
I do have, I think I got like a full Snickers once. A big one, not a small one. I was like,
the large one?
Not the extra
King
large
size.
one.
They don't even do king size. They call it duo now.
Duo. They used to call it king size, yeah. There we go. Go around the edge. It doesn't have to be neat, like as in it doesn't have to, this bit doesn't need to be neat. The bit near the pumpkin needs to be neat. I'm just going to go around like that. Again, we want to work quite fast because we want it to stay quite wet for when we blend. So you can turn your canvas upside down if you need to. Don't forget to go in for that little bump. Remember the little dink that we went in, which created a little V shape. Now, I'm going to say paint over the stalk because we'll paint that in afterwards.
So say we got another joke from Izzy.
Oh, she's banging them out today.
The good thing is, I actually think I might know this one.
Well, you said that last time. Don't get too confident.
Okay, so the question from Izzy is, think about this, guys. Why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating? We were just talking about trick-or-treating, weren't we? Why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating? I think I know this one. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to be brave. I think it is because they don't have any body to go with. That's what I'm going for. Is that right? Because if it is, I'm going to give myself a lovely pat on the back.
That's a good one. I think you got that one right. Okay, nearly round my pumpkin now. Okay, once we've gone all the way around, we can make that bit a little bit thicker in almost like a halo circle effect around the pumpkin.
Yeah, it's the kind of lighter halo effect, and it gets darker and darker as it gets out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because it's got a little candle inside.
It's glowing.
It's glowing.
Now I'm using my medium brush, but we're going to move to our big brush in a minute because we just needed the medium brush for when we're going around the pumpkin. The big brush would have been a bit too big.
Oh, it's a celebration. It's a celebration.
What?
I got it right.
Yay!
Come on. I love it.
Do a boogeyman dance.
Come on, that's my little boogeyman.
I like it.
Do you like that?
I like the boogeyman dance.
Oh, that's made my day. Thanks, Izzy. Got it right. Well done, me.
Well done, Naughty. Okay, so we've done our little halo now. We're going to move any second now to the big brush and to the darker blue. So keep going out until you've got kind of like a little bit of a triangle in each of these corners. We're going to move to the big brush. So take your big brush, get it wet, and we're going in with that darker blue around here. And remember how we blended last time? We're going to do the same kind of thing. Can you see how it overlapped that a little bit?
Yeah, it's got a nice little overlap already, and it's blending in. I like that.
And it just blends ever so gently when you're overlapping. Gives you that little bit of a halo effect. And then you want to go over here, do the blue again. Overlap ever so slightly over the top of the wet paint. Dark paint over here. Go around. Go out.
So you've got to work fast in this to keep it nice and wet and wet.
Yeah, to keep it smooth. So you just go around. Can you see the wet paint of the light colour blue is blending with the dark blue, and it goes to kind of like a medium blue. Yeah. Work fast if you want that to happen. You might want to go all the way up and just smooth some out. Go with the dark. Go over here. You need to make sure your paint's quite wet. If your paint's dry, you just go in with that last colour again and just blend it out that way. So the light blue, just grab a bit more of your light blue and blend it out.
So I brought you little sippers. I want to know how many seeds are inside a pumpkin.
Oh, that's a
Give
hard
me
one.
some numbers.
This is an
Throw it out
artifact.
there.
This isn't a
This is a real thing. I've
Real-
counted.
real estimate.
Real estimation. Give me the answer. If you're not sure, just throw out a number. You have to be in it to win it. Told you, there's a good prize up for grabs. Throw a number out. Don't be shy. No judgment in this room.
Wipe your brush. If you need to get some more of your light colour, blue, and go over the line a little bit, you can. Smooth out that way. Want the paint wet when you blend it out like that. Keep doing that big circle motion, back and forth. And you want to go in with your dark colour. I need to make some more because mine's gone. So I remember I used dark blue and black. Mix it together. We've got our dark blue. And if you're using a stretch canvas, don't forget to paint the sides. So you can paint the sides there so it looks good from every angle.
That's so true. We want you guys to hang this up. Don't just put this in the cupboard. We want you to hang this up or gift it to someone. This would be a nice little Halloween gift, right?
Yeah, it's true. Maybe you got a family member who loves Halloween. Maybe you got a sibling who loves Halloween.
Okay, so I think this is a hard one. This was a hard one because you had to have counted every single seed in a pumpkin. But I wanted to know how many seeds are inside the average pumpkin. The answer was 500 seeds. 500 seeds.
Whoa, that's quite a
Now
lot.
you know. Now you know. Has anyone actually had like pumpkin pie before? Or maybe a pumpkin soup? I've had a pumpkin latte. That's quite tasty. I've never had any of the others. Have you tried it before? Let me know.
I think I've had
So I want
pumpkin
to try
soup.
it. Have you had some soup before? Pumpkin
Yeah, pumpkin soup. Or stew. Pumpkin stew, maybe.
soup? My pumpkin latte was lovely. But they only do it when it's Halloween. So even though I loved it, I got to wait a whole year to get another one.
Another one. Maybe you're doing something different in the background. Maybe you wanted to go for something, maybe just wanted to do an all black background, or maybe you're adding some autumn leaves in the background. Maybe you're adding spiders and stuff in the background.
Oh, she said spiders. I'm a bit scared of spiders. Did you know that pumpkins are 80 to 90% water? I didn't know that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So those pumpkin pies must be good because it says the high water content of pumpkins means that they're good for you, while also being low in calories.
No, there is. That's good. Use your dark blue in the corners, around the sides. Make sure you're using lots of paint. When you're doing backgrounds and you want blending, you want lots of paint on your brush. Especially if you're using a stretched canvas. Maybe not so much if you're using a piece of paper. Canvas paper.
Saying I've never had pumpkin, but I have had squash. And they are part of the same gourd family. Gourd as in Gourd. And that's got all the things like cucumbers, melons, and
big fruits.
Loofahs. Yeah, they're part of the big fruit family. So
Wow.
I can kind of technically say I've had a bit of a pumpkin before.
Getting that blue. Going over that line just to blend it out a little bit more. Nearly there. If you're not working as fast as me, that's okay. You might want to slow it down. Take your time with it. There we go.
How are you doing those edges? Are you going to go for a skeleton? Are you ready for the skeleton dad joke?
Go on.
Okay. I'm going to put this together. Got to think about this one. Can you tell me what is a skeleton's favorite musical instrument? Think about it. Put an instrument with something a skeleton has together, and there's your answer. See, I'm helping you out. I want you to win. What is a skeleton's favorite musical instrument?
I think I might know this one.
Really? If Pitcher knows it, that means you must know.
Yeah. I'm not usually good at the jokes.
You're going to have to whisper that to me so I can hear the answer. Come on, give me a whisper. Whisper in my ear. What is it? Ooh.
Did I shout that? Too loud?
I think she said that loud. If you've heard that on loudspeaker, you've got the answer. Pop it in the comments. And yes, Pitcher, that is correct.
Yay. We've got our little glowy pumpkin now.
If you're watching today and you're like, oh, this is good, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got loads of Art Sippers Kids videos on there for free. So whenever you want, and you want to get creative, just click on one of those paintings and join in with the creative fun.
Okay, let's paint the side, the last side. And then we'll get round to doing the stem and the eyes. Okay.
It's really coming together, isn't it?
Coming there.
You said we're going to take you from 0 to Picasso. We usually say 120 minutes. But that's for the adults. That's for the big sippers. For the kids, it's 90 minutes. So we're going to turn you into Picasso even quicker. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We promise.
Okay, wash your brushes. We're going in with the mouth now, the eyes.
Give it a bit of a face now.
Yep. Now I like to mix the colour up here. And this is going to be a browny orange. So I like to take a bit of orange and mix a bit of brown in there. A bit more brown. It's like browny orange. Orange and brown, burnt umber. And then a bit of black. It's going to go quite dark. That is going to be the colour of the middle of your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Now, I'm using a medium brush to mix it. I'm going to go in with this small brush to paint it because it's a little bit too hard to paint some of these areas with the medium brush. So go in with your small brush and do the nose. There we go. If it doesn't look dark enough, add more black. I'm going to add a bit more black, I think. Yeah, add a bit more black. So put more black in your brown and orange. And then I'll do the eyes here too. Now, are you painting with us? Are you drawing with us at home?
Yeah, some people do some drawings, don't they? Using crayons.
Crayons, yeah.
Doesn't matter, whatever medium you're using, just get creative. Like Pitcher said, it's a great way to relax and unwind. It's a nice way to just switch off and play. Have a little play.
Learn some skills in a nice, fun way.
Exactly. This isn't maths. There's no right or wrong answer. You put whatever you want on the canvas and just try something else. Try it out. Try something else.
There we go. I can't really speak when I'm using this brush.
Is that because you're focusing so much?
It's focused.
My picture's focusing. I'm going to see if anyone's got the answer. So I threw it out to you sippers. Little sippers, I wanted to know. I think this was a nice one. It's all about skeletons. I want to know, what is a skeleton's favourite musical instrument? Someone's got it right. Well done. I think it's you, Lawrence. You said it was a trombone. Pitcher got it right, and you got it right. You're on the board. Well done, Lawrence. Well done.
Now I'm going to go around the mouth with my small brush. And if I need to fill it in afterwards, I can use either the medium brush or I can continue using the small brush. Completely up to you.
Oh, of course, Izzy got it just second. She got it just after.
Ah, so close.
Izzy, you need to join my quiz team. I'm going to get a group of people. We're going to have a quiz team. You are on fire.
There we go. Go around the teeth. Spooky teeth. Spooky, spooky.
Yeah, quite spooky, right?
If you've got your pencil line there, just paint over the pencil line. I'm going to turn this upside down so I can do this side easier. We can't wait to see your ones though, so make sure you send them in. We've got our Instagram. Instagram's arty-fact. You can find us on Facebook too with the arty-fact Kids Club. Kids with a Z, because we're cool like that.
We are cool like that. We love a little bit of a Z.
Okay. I'm going to go with my medium brush and fill that in. Because it's a little bit too big to fit in with my small brush. So I'm going to dab it in there. It's coming together now. It's coming alive.
Oh, Izzy wants to know, what do ghosts give out to trick-or-treaters? We haven't got the answer yet.
Okay.
Come on.
Ghosts.
Think about it. Empty sweets? I can't think. Izzy, you're giving us a really hard one today. Oh, sheets.
Sheets. Sheets.
To give out sheets?
Sheets. Instead of sweets.
Is it sheets instead of sweets?
Am I on fire today?
I think
Have I
you
got it
might.
right?
Izzy, is picture right? She got that right. Might have. Talking of eating, I've got one for you. Who loves pandas?
I like pandas.
I love a panda. I love pandas. But can you tell me what a ghost panda eats? What is a what is a ghost panda? Panda, that's now a ghost. What does that? What does that eat? What does that eat? You tell me. Ghost panda.
Okay. Gonna wash my brush.
Izzy said the answer is, what do ghosts give out to trick-or-treaters? She said blueberries.
Oh, yeah, sheets is a
I like
very
that.
good one.
It wasn't sheets. It wasn't sheets. I like sheets. I like sheets.
Blueberries, I like it. If you want to, while you still got your small brush, you can do, if you open up, when you carve a pumpkin, you usually open it up. You can do a little cracked bit here. You don't have to do this bit.
I like that, man. That's really good.
But you can do the little crack there with that same colour, browny, orange. And you can do a crack. So you can just kind of do, it's almost like a broken circle going all the way around. So just do the cracks going around. Okay.
Halloween's always a nice time of year. Everyone gets really dressed up.
Yeah.
Let's go, have fun. That's what we're all about. Just letting go, having a bit of fun, not taking yourself too seriously. I think everyone does take themselves too seriously sometimes. Sometimes you just got to relax, unwind, dress up. Why not?
Have a good time. Okay, so for the stem, I'm using a greeny brown, as I was about to mix earlier. And that's green and a little bit of brown. Okay, so we're taking a bit of green. You don't have to mix it in with brown if you just want a green one. Little bit of brown in there. It's going to make your green go a little bit darker. Use your medium brush. And you want to paint that stem. Now, if your background is still wet, you might find it difficult to paint the stem. So just bear that in mind, okay? So you might want to wait for your background to fully dry before you do this. I'm using my medium brush. I'm going to paint all the white bit that we've got left. It's the last bit of white.
This is my life. This is my home. This is what I stand for. Now it's the time to let it all. We are the almost survival.
Okay, and then remember we've got, it's like a banana hook shape. There we go. I wonder how you guys have done at home.
Please send them in, guys, so we can see them.
Yeah, because we can't see you. We're on YouTube, so we can't see you. Last little bit, we've got a few more minutes left of the show. I actually like to just splat a little bit of black paint. But you don't have to do this, or you could actually do white paint if you wanted to. Can you see these black splats? You could do white paint if you wanted to. The one thing to maybe note for this bit is that you might want to have something cover your pumpkin so you don't get the black splats on your pumpkin. So you might want to put maybe a little bit of a piece of paper, a little ripped bit of paper over the pumpkin so you don't get any. You might want some on the pumpkin face, that's fine too. But you might want to cover your pumpkin. And if you do cover your pumpkin, I can't say that.
It's a mouth twister.
Just make sure to not press too hard or when it's wet, wait for it to dry first. But I like to do this with a bit of runny black paint. So I get my little small brush and I'm going to drop a couple of droplets of water, like a little puddle, onto my palette. I don't know if you can see that. Little puddle on my palette there. So a couple of drops of water. And then mix a tiny bit of black paint in there. So now you've got a runny black paint. Runny black paint.
Ah, a little puddle. I see that you've done there.
You've got black puddle now.
Looks like tar.
And then you can do this with your small brush, but you can just do a couple of little splats like that. So what you do is you dip your small brush in your wet black paint, you hold the bristles and you flick it. And I like to flick it around the pumpkin. Like I said, you can put something over your pumpkin so it doesn't go on it. Careful of your home, you might get.
Yes, that's why I say have some baby wipes handy.
A bit of black paint on your walls.
It might happen.
You don't want that.
Sometimes it gets messy when you're doing art.
It does.
Oh, picture. What about the halo on the eyes and the mouth?
Oh yeah, we can do that too.
There's always something. There's always
I always
something.
miss something. Okay. Go. And you can also do this little red outline around the eyes.
That makes it a little bit pop even more.
Yes. So use your small brush for that. Go in with your red. Little bit of red. You can mix your red with a bit of orange if you wanted to, so it's dark. I like to just do small brush and then just do a tiny little halo around the eyes just to make them pop a bit more. So you have to be careful.
Hopefully this is all dry by now so it doesn't blend and smudge, because it can happen. This makes your eyes, your pumpkin nose pop even more. It gives it a bit of a glow.
Yeah, it gives it a bit of a glow and it looks a little bit more 3D. There we go.
So while you're doing those last little pieces, I'm going to tell you that somebody else got on the board in the nick of time. It's the last person I wanted to know. It was a random one, but I still wanted to know. What does a panda ghost eat? I threw it out there. I wanted an answer, and someone's got it right. Someone, not just someone. It was Ben. Go on, Ben.
Well done, Ben.
It was bamboo.
Ah, that's a good one.
Well done, Ben. You're in the hat to see if you can win the prize. I'm going to pull that in a second.
Not long now. Go around the mouth. Try not to get too much paint on your small brush when you're doing an outline. Try not to be impatient as well. Do it a little bit at a time.
Slow and steady wins the infinite race. Because there's no end. You just get better and better with art. That's what we call the infinite race.
It's true. Just get better and better. More practice.
Practice makes progress. That's what I like as well.
Yeah. See, you can't aim for perfection. What is perfection? There's no such thing as perfection, really. Not in art.
You tell them, picture.
So just keep going. Gives you progress for sure.
So I don't know. Should I pull the winner picture?
Yes.
Okay. So we've got a few people on the board today. We've got Izzy. You're on the board like 4 times.
Wow.
Because you made me laugh as well a few times. We got Lawrence on the board. And we got Ben. Snuck in there at the end. Snuck in there.
Izzy.
So we got prize up for grabs, which is our Art Sippers tote bag. Let's get excited. Boom! This is up for grabs. Can you win it? So I'm going to pick a name out of our pink bin, the famous pink bin, and I want to see who is going to come out as victorious. Is it going to be you? You have to be in it to win it. So, picture, I need your hand to pick a winner. There you go, there's a hand. You see that? It's in 2 places at once.
Magic.
That's magic. What name have we got on there?
Dun, dun, dun,
Can
dun.
I think that says Izzy! Izzy! Is it wicked? Loving it. I'm loving it because you are now winning our prize. Izzy, congratulations.
Izzy.
Congratulations to everyone who took part. But Izzy, you are the winner for today. This is coming to you. Make sure to tell your parent or guardian to send in your address and we will send this over to you because you are the winner.
Yep. So make sure they get in contact with us and then we can send it over to you. And guys, you have completed the Art Sippers Challenge.
Say what?
As I said, you could do a little white flick if you wanted to. So you can do a little puddle, get some white paint. I don't know if I can get some here. Get some runny white paint, and you can also flick some of the white paint on there.
That's a good idea.
So that might look a little bit more like stars or something in this sky. I haven't got enough clean water. You might need to get clean water if you do runny white paint because it just goes to runny green paint.
That's quite a nice colour, green.
Yeah, should we give it a go?
Give it a go. Go on. Oh, nice.
Kind of looks Christmassy now. A little bit. Be careful of your actual pumpkin though.
It's like the Nightmare Before Christmas. You've got to mix them up. Bit of both in there.
That's true.
Bit of both.
That's
You can have
true.
Halloween and Christmas at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. Gotta get the little bit of black. There we go. You completed the Art Challenge, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. High five.
Boom! And we want to see your creations. Send them in to the Art Sippers Kids Club on Facebook so we can see your masterpieces. We told you 0 to Picasso. 90 minutes. Have you done it?
Have you done it? We want to
Picture
see.
did it. Have you done it?
We did it together.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
We are very thankful for joining us. And we always say, stay curious, guys.
And stay creative. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween! Ha, ha, ha.
Thank
Take
you.
care, little sippers.
Thanks, Susie. Thanks, Lawrence and Ben, for joining us on the competition.